Welcome to Flickering Dreams again, and in this special edition from the London Film Festival, I'm going to be interviewing the director Cyrielle Raingou, whose new documentary, The Spectre of Boko Haram, will be opening in the UK shortly. We'll see a clip from the film, then you'll hear my interview with Cyrielle, and then we'll see the full trailer for the film. Enjoy.
On va décider ensemble ce qu'on va mouler. Tu veux qu'on fabrique quoi? Le char. Non, je n'aime pas des choses de guerre là. On fabrique quelque chose qu'on a dans notre quotidien. Quelque chose que nous avons régulièrement à la maison.
Welcome to Flickering Dreams. I'm here with the director of the Spectre of Boko Haram, that's Cyrielle Raingou. Have I pronounced that correctly? Raingou?
Yes.
Very good. Could you introduce to our viewers your film, your documentary?
Okay. Hi, thank you, Bob, for having me. So, Le Spectre de Boko Haram set the story in the far north region of Cameroon at the border with Nigeria, and it's a story of 3 children who are studying, but with these particular things that they are living in the conflict zone, in a zone where Boko Haram are striking or threatening to strike. And they are inventing and reinventing themselves in this disaster striking place.
What was it like to be there and film that? Because there's 2 things that really struck me about the film. One is just how ordinary life was, to some extent, how ordinary life went on. But then you also have the fact that there are armed troops on the streets with machine guns at every corner. What was it like to actually have a film crew, a cameraman and yourself, I believe, there doing that filming?
So when I started working there in 2016, when I started filming for scouting, I had a DOP. Somebody was taking him. But after 1-2 trips in the place, I just felt that I wasn't getting what I was seeing. That's how I took the camera and became somebody filming. So what really struck me is that with our tiny life in the city, we are complaining too much every time something is not working there. So I arrived there with all my knowledge, but in that space I knew nothing. Life was so pure, so powerful with them. Sometimes I was just asking them, how can you manage to just live when you have all this? They were just like, well, we were there before Boko Haram,
yep.
And we are staying. So this is our place. They came and found us, and we stay as a form of silent resistance, resilience towards terrorists. So that's how I was just so. Sorry. So the resilience of the population. I went to them because they refused to leave their places, and every time I was asking to them, they was like, "Where do you want us to go? This is our land." We were there before them, and they are going to be long gone, and we will still be there. And for me, it was just a lesson, because like living in the city, we had like our tiny problem. What we were calling problem was just ordinary things there. So.
Yeah. I think the other thing that's extraordinary about the documentary, and I really loved the documentary, by the way, so congratulations on it. It was just how impressive some of the professionals were there, particularly one teacher in the school that I thought was just an extraordinary character who went out of his way to find the children, make sure the children were going to, or try to get the children into school, and also the professionals at the hospital as well, who were fighting not just against diseases like malaria, but also the superstitions of witchcraft. There's a wonderful scene in the film. Perhaps you can explain it, the hospital scene.
Yeah. So the hospital scene and what came right after it was a way for me. I couldn't find a better way to explain how we as African are related to belief and medicine.
Yes.
So most of the time you will have people who are Muslim, no matter if you are Muslim, Christian, we always believe in Africans or Marabu or things like that. So you will have, it's quite common to go to the hospital and then to do the African rituals and calls to match it. So Falta didn't want to go to school, to the hospital when she was ill. They were very convinced that it was witchcraft that was performed on her. And when we arrived to the hospital, she was really mad at me. She didn't want to talk to me because they were going to put the syringe on her. So that was just like the transcription of how it's really complex, the African perception of what is the medicine. Really, like totally. Medicine is also for spiritual and
yeah. One final question, because I guess it's a point with documentary making.
Yeah.
I'm a physicist by nature, so there's something called the observation principle that says if you observe something,
I saw that in your.
Yeah, if you observe something, you change it. And I guess as a documentary maker, to what degree do you think having your own presence on the streets made all the soldiers kind of sit up and put their chests out and be extra diligent, or indeed change the way in which the kids were kind of interrelating with you?
So for the way, like how I think it's about how we talk about the perception of the reality and how the camera caught it.
Yeah.
When I was there, children, like the way I was working with them, I will start by the way I work with children. There are some stuff like naturally it was coming out like the game, but some I was asking them if they can talk about, like I will give the keywords. Can you talk about school? Can you talk about you are staying in the camp? Can you discuss about it? But I never asked them how they show. It was just like what I was doing. I would put the camera, like I'll go for a very long take.
Okay.
Like I was having my medium take was 15 minutes.
Right.
I was going to 15 to 30 minutes rolling.
Yes.
And I will let them just. They was receiving the word for me and transforming into what they wanted and how they was feeling.
Yes.
But so I cannot say that it was just pure observational. It was observational, but with directing.
You obviously have to
Yes,
steer
yes.
them, yeah.
And for the military guy, like before, it took a lot of time before having having the permission, the authorization to film them closely. It took like 3 to 5 years. When they changed the colonel that was in that camp, the new one was receptive to the fact that I can film them having those training and patrolling. Before I was just filming them crossing like in the gym, in their car, passing in the village. But I really wanted to show how it's really bizarre. You see this tiny fried village with no big property. It's not a rich village. And at the same time you have like these very gunmen, heavily charged gunmen patrolling. It's just like, yeah, visually I was really, since the beginning when I was writing, after the observation, I was like, this is something I want to put emphasis on it, because the banality of the life become that heavily man on the streets. When they finally say yes, I had 1 hour to shoot the training, and when the colonel asked me to film them training, they come to me asking to me what they should be doing. I was like, Do your thing and I will do my thing. I'm not a military. I don't know how you work, so you are going to be doing and I'm going to be following. So that's what you had as a result. And I don't know if at the end there is a performance.
No. We're out of time. Thank you very much for talking to Flickering Dreams. Congratulations on the documentary. That's the Spectre of Boko Haram, and I certainly encourage all my viewers to seek it out.
Thank you very much
indeed.
Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Abanti jiji se inda ni chabo megona.
Kuita mashima tamanzu taman kuyi mainzu. Kuita tamanzu ndawona. Bombe rasana de. Se kamus kutu sam. Kama nguguro malai matatani shesherin.
Lendi mardi mekredi jedi kai baka iya ba wa. Na iya mana ko ban yi makaranta ba ma na san wannan. Makaranta kai karawa kawai aikin ne yanzu in na samu soja zazzane kai. Sojan yayi kadan ai daga shi lafta shi. Wawa in kaje wannan wawa ni na jin bacci nan gaba. Wawa kawai.
On va décider ensemble ce qu'on va mouler. Tu veux qu'on fabrique quoi? Le chat. Non, je n'aime pas les choses de guerre là. On fabrique quelque chose qu'on a dans notre quotidien. Quelque chose que nous avons régulièrement à la maison.
Thank you so much for listening or watching Flickering Dreams. You can find the video version on YouTube and the audio version on all major podcast platforms. And don't forget to subscribe so you can get each of the weekly episodes as they are released. We'll see you at the movies.